Okay. Hi again, YouTube! Hi! I had just turned off and restarted the YouTube one, because that way I can easily switch the game. Because the thing is that, like, on Twitch, you can, like, break up the videos and stuff like that, but YouTube, if you're really trying to get people to find or watch your content, you really want to keep your content to its little barriers. So have my gaming, and then we have my co-working, and we have all of those different things. So I wanted to some people do that on Twitch too, where they break up their VODs and stuff like that by just ending stream and going back live. So, hi YouTube. Hi Ducky. Thank you so much for being over there. Hi YouTube. Yeah, so I just wanted to instead of like editing it and having like a longer one, I'm just gonna do it half and half. Okay. So one of the first things I want to do is I want to go check if my classmates have actually done their work. Cause you gotta learn from your peers. I'm gonna check my email and everything too. I might have to call my financial aid office either tomorrow or next week. Oh, I can also do my course evaluations, which, yeah. Two people have posted. Okay. Hi, Ellie. Oh, hi, Ellie. Sorry, I was reading from my classmates. Hi, Ellie. How are you doing, beautiful? I was deep in reading, Ellie. I'm sorry. How are you doing, beautiful? Now I go. Okay, bye, doggy. How are you doing? How's your day? Ellie, we got, thanks to High Flicker and Hipsu, we got a new cam. Why did that turn on? It just AI turned on. Back you go. Oh, you're homesick. I'm so sorry you're homesick. That's so rough. I have to save this preset. Update preset. There we go. It's assigned to, oh, it's moving. It did move, yes. I moved it back. Cindy, so this is now a really great time. So I know that this has been my view and the view that I kind of like, but we were talking about maybe a different view and liking a different, a view of me and stuff. I could play around with it. Thanks. Thank you. Says Sinus saying, Ellie, I'm so sorry. Sinuses suck. That's what was giving me my migraine. Yes, last week. Sinuses. Yeah. Yeah. So we have options. Those are tits. We have options. I don't really like it this low. I think this low is too low, yeah? Even if, oh, I love that the AI tracking is on automatically. I think this is too low. Like, even if I put it down. This is as zoomed out as it can get. So this one will not zoom out anymore. I think this is too low. But I was thinking, maybe. All your angles are flattering. There's a very good view. Right there. I was thinking this was also a potential view. Okay, well that's in a very weird spot. Let me turn that on. Like, we could do something like this, too. But the problem is that if I look here, I'm not looking at you. Like, the nice part about when I do have it up there... Oh my gosh, chat, it's a Flareon! There's a Flareon in chat. A tier Pokemon. You're looking at a Sunball as your most effective ball. If I put it over here, like here, you don't see me. Like, when I'm looking straight ahead, I don't look at chat. And that is not my ideal situation. I could put it more towards the center. That would work out really well. Maybe it would be up, but maybe that would work. If I put it at... This cord is not super long. If I did like this. I could do like that. Get a kind of different view. I don't know if that's a view you want, but that's a slightly different view. You would have me like looking more direct at the camera. It's kind of a slightly tilted view. I might be able to fix the slightly tilted view. One sec. I think I can fix the slightly tilted view. There we go. If I do it like right there, that slightly tilted is no longer slightly tilted. Well, it's still at a weird tilt to it. Probably because of the fact that it's pushed over so far. Shiny! Oh, Ellie, you did get a shiny Flareon! Huge congratulations! Ducky and Cindy, you also caught it. Congrats. Hi! Hi, Hipsu! We're trying to figure out if we want a different view, if we want the camera placed in a slightly different spot. This does show off a little bit more. That's kind of nice. You see the mess, well, not that much of a mess, but the slight more mess over there. If I do it like that, then you can see like Butlet stuff up there in my EVs and whatnot. Heavy timelines. It's no time for it now. Do you see this is my, hello, I wear headphones. Nico Bean. Pull that task list. So these are the tasks that still cover yesterday's as well. So for all those individuals there looking at the tasks and going, why the hell do I have a task? It's because it's still yesterday's tasks too. I can't offer camera angle feedback. I'm dehydrated and don't want to come off. It's thirsty. Okay, Butlet, hurt. Hold on, Butlet. I got you. There you go. Better? Put it up a little bit, though. Yes. Why are you crying, Ducky? I'm gonna go cry in the shower. Why are you gonna go cry in the shower? You. Shit, after my shower, it's nap time. The fuck? You can go have a nap. Do you need to have a present for the pandas? I have so the one of the things that is been noted and is very well noted is that the pandas don't have any bamboo. That is one like plush or gift or something like that that I've never received or never purchased for myself. And so we do have, I mean, a lynx would also work up here too, but we do have a ton of stuff up here, but the best that they have is pickles. Pandas don't really eat pickles. So I don't actually have anything with bamboo. Pandas need food. I know, you flirt. Yes, I feel better. I don't have any bamboo. I do have a banana that was given to me by Indigo. I do have to fix this up, this shelf up. It is a little bit of a mess. I do have to edit some things and add some more things to it and not add some more actually. I just have to adjust because some of these things I got for myself, like this I got for myself so I could place it where you can't see it as easily and be able to display a chat gift like Butlet's thing. I also am not properly displaying some other pieces and stuff. So, yeah, now I'm not saying anybody has to get me something. But why is it stuck on? This is, oh no, it's just on the white. No one has to get me anything. But yeah, that is definitely the one thing that has been pointed out by a couple of pandas that my shelf is solely missing some kind of bamboo. So, more like bamboobs. That's why I do have the leaves. So like when people give me biddies and stuff like that, I put the leaves up. That's why I put the leaves up, because the leaves are supposed to resemble the bamboo from that. Dicky, I need a cold shower. Make room. Butlet, aren't you on a bus with Mama Butt like right beside you? I also have this also is a lot more hilarious because Butlet, of course, just bought me the hairpin. And so it's like, I have the patience I have to stab something 4,000 times. This is all to do with cross stitch, of course. And then Butlet has also got me a hairpin to put in my hair. That's also a stabby stab. So, it's funny. It's just funny. I also have a Moogle that I have to show off that I don't have, that's sitting on the top. So I gotta move some of these things. But of course, like, I can't, like, this shelf right here, I think is basically perfect. I don't think I can edit too much here, but I can edit down here, and I could edit this shelf as well. But, like, this was given to me by the incredible Indigo. This was bought to me by Tulip for my birthday. This was Mondo, who gave me this. This is Frank's, peen, his Franken beans. This is Llama Mama, who gave me... I still haven't eaten the candies in here, and they're probably bad by now. But this is Llama Mama's pickle. Hepso! Is my chat... Did it clear it? No. I want to see if it was... Hi, hello, Hepso! Where's Flicker? Flicker, what's the command? Is it... Can I clear completed? No, I can't either. I don't know what the command is. I can go look at the command. Sorry, Gina was working on something and I was trying to look. Hipsu, thank you so friggin' much. Oh my gosh. Hipsu! We'll have to do the Lego on stream. Oh my gosh. Hipsu, thank you so freaking much for the Lego. Another gift. Hipsu just procured a bamboo Lego so we can build the Lego And then we can put it up there so the bamboo, so they have food. We got a super good camper too, we do. Because I'm able to, like, do... You can actually, like, this goes all the way down here. You could see, I could just have it just look down here. You could see, my desk is a little messy. You know, this is probably a good view. This is the view you want, right, chat? Just this view? You need a face too, though. Yeah, no. What we would probably do is use one cam for face and one cam to point downwards. I could use a nose boob can. I would do. Boop. Your face is very pretty. Well, thank you. Hipsu, you have to pick a big point downward. Yeah, you have to pick a big heart. Does big heart work now? Hipsu, you gotta pick another animal. I still don't have links. I gotta get some links. I gotta get some different ones. Do you want the tiger? Because like I say, the tiger looks a little bit closer to a little closer to a lynx, but you can have whatever one you want. Again. Oh, that's not, I didn't pick the right freaking one. I am chat. That's the view we like. Another lion. I need to take over the wall. Okay, we'll put you as the lion. Hipsu, thank you so freaking much. That's so incredibly sweet of you. Okay. I put it as the cutest lynx. Yo. I just put the cutest lynx. Thank you so much, Hipsu. Oh my gosh. So when that comes in, we will figure out a time to do it, which actually it's probably pretty good timing because next week we're not going to be doing a co-working stream on Wednesday. We're going to be doing stuff with Shugo for his National Children's Alliance. Fart on buses. Well, you could fart on stream, Butlet. For his National Children's Alliance, we're gonna be doing we're gonna do stuff there. Here, where can I get Hipsu where you could see Hipsu? My wall is so full. No more farting while I'm the bus driver. We have Hipsu here and High Flicker. We have the biggest butt. I feel like if I sit right here, the best you see is over down here. I mean, I could just put you on top. Do you want to just go on top? It's full indeed. This is the month. So 23 days. I pin everybody up on the wall. I do it with I can be on top. Okay, we'll put you on top. Hold on, I'm gonna move you up so you can see. Right up there. So this is just the month. So what I do is every month, does it make you king of the hill? It does make you king of the hill. So every month we take down the wall. We take a picture of the wall and we take a picture of the leaderboards just to keep as memories. None of it is ever putting you against each other or any of that stuff. It's the ability to look back on it and be like, look at the incredible amount of love and how many people love me and how incredibly grateful and blessed and everything that I am to have all of these people in my corner. With a sledgehammer? No, I unpin everybody. It's really all just me being able to keep track of all of this because I'm so incredibly grateful for all of you and everything you all do. So I take a picture of the wall and then I pull everybody off, and then on the first we reset the wall. But usually if people give me stuff, so today, so like you and the biggest butt with the biggest heart, those will stay up on the wall because at a certain point in time, I feel, and I'm gonna keep Ducky up there too for her dono. At a certain point in time when we go to the next month, people who gift me things and like fairly large things near the end of the month, I feel really bad because sometimes you only spend a couple of days or like a week on the wall, and I feel like you deserve a whole lot more. So I add you to the wall to start off the next wall. So we're gonna do that. I'll keep Flicker too. So we'll keep Flicker and Hipsu and Ducky and Butlet all on the wall for next month as well. And then we add to the wall the hearts and the leaves for all of the subs and bits throughout the month. There's a Magikarp in chat. Everybody, this is an event spawn Pokemon. You're looking at a C tier. Netball is your most effective ball. Be gentle. I'm very gentle. So we take it and we keep memories of it. I post them in Discord, but I also just keep the memory in general. So we can keep the memory of just, you know, how incredible all of you are. And that's not how incredible I am. I mean, that part of it is a reflection. You wouldn't do these things if you didn't like me, but at the same point in time, it's really just to show how incredible all of you are. Let me put this back down. Okay, let me go see, for Gina Lace, let me go see what the command is to clear completed. It's clear completed all one word, Gina. You should be able to do it. It's just clear completed all, exclamation point, clear completed, all one word. So it's just, yeah, there you go. It didn't work though. Okay, I'll tell Flicker. No. So clear completed says that moderator couldn't do it, so it's up to like moderator and above. And so I'm wondering if the bot doesn't recognize lead mod because you're a lead mod. I wonder if that might be it. That might just be it. Maybe, yeah. So we got little Ducky playing our little Switch. I gotta go back. He wants me to go back and send him. There's also this now. I spelled it wrong. I'm a silly goof. Oh no, no one caught the Magikarp! Oh, never mind. It's the Magikarp. Yeah, it is just a Magikarp. Do you need to go outside? Okay, sweet baby girl. We'll go outside. Come on. My word. I opened that door. It is disgusting out there. Email Tom again. I wonder if Susanna ever became a banana. Okay. Thank you again, Butlet and Hipsu. Oh my gosh, Hipsu for the bamboo to feed all of the pandas. So that's so incredibly amazing of you both. I don't have a lot of words other than for real. Just thank you. Thank you so much. Gina, I believe in your ability to do the Wordle. I gotta do my Polka Daddy. I got a couple of basic balls. I'll take that. Oh, I got distracted. Oh, you were doing the Wordle. Okay, let me continue reading this discussion. I just, you know. Okay. I mean, both of my classmates have done it, and they've done it in the way that I'm planning on also doing it, so I'm not, I don't feel like I've messed up. I feel like I'm doing the right things. You're not, Flicker, you're not a mod, though. Flicker, do you need to be a mod? So, Flicker, it worked when I did it. It just didn't work when, Gina did it. I also never reset my thing, so your task is 4. I don't think anyone can run that command. And if you said anything's funny, anyone can run the command. I don't think so, because Gina couldn't. Now try your clear completed. Hi, Cindy, over on the red side. I love how Stream Elements is in 2nd place on the red side. Well, it's programmed somewhat right. But Gina can't do it. So mods can't do it. Just for testing purposes. Gina's in Discord right now. There. I just promoted you to a mod for testing purposes. Gina's doing her Wordle and she's on her mobile. Nah, so it is that it's lead mod. It is that she has the lead mod title. Add that into my titles. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, time to unmod Flickr. Not that I would mind if he was a mod, but I just don't want to force him to do that. There you go. You're back to VIP. I do want to make it very clear. Yeah, I don't want to be a mod. I'm going to make it very clear that I don't actually care if you are a mod or not, but I don't want to force you to be a mod. You know? The only thing that I've learned from reading my classmates' assignments is that they have done much shorter write-ups than I have. Oh well. I'm gonna keep my long write-ups. I need to open my PowerPoint. Because I have this really good thing on one of my PowerPoints. A really good slide on one of my PowerPoints that I refer back to a lot. Even if it didn't give me a good grade. There's a Larvesta in chat, everybody. It is a B tier Pokemon. You were looking at a Netball or Sunball as your most effective Pokeballs. Okay, that's done. I only have two more questions to do, which is good. I did do one more yesterday. I'm better now. The passengers took me off the bus and sprayed me with a hose. Well, they did not, Butlet. Did they really? Is that just a thing they do in Ireland? On Ayla and Nico back in. But I really need to know if this is accurate. Like, there's literally no way that this is accurate. But it's also Butlet, so, like, I wouldn't be surprised if something like that happened. I mean, look at the photos of the people looking at him the other day. They were very confused. Okay, I requested it. Your stunning features made me awesome. You're so funny, Butlet. Okay, chat. Give me like 5-10 minutes or so. I'm gonna go grab myself something to eat since it's like 3 o'clock and I probably should eat some lunch. So let me go grab some lunch. I will be right back. Enjoy the tunes and maybe the Nico, although she is, I don't know, she's like right down below, so not really, but I'll be back. Yes, she's right there. She's just, hold on, I might be able to edit the camera to open up more and show dog. Although, as soon as I go to the kitchen, she's gonna get up and be like, Mom's making stuff. And she will leave you all anyways. There she is. Okay. I'll be right back. Okay, so I literally just made myself a boring sandwich. Like, I'm not even... Is this... What has this done? I made myself a very boring sandwich. It's literally... Hi, Froggy. It's literally just bread and turkey. But that's fine. So that's what I am eating for... Oh, I didn't light it off. What I'm eating for lunch. No sound. Oh, you're out of water. Chad, I gotta give the pets water and a Pico. Hold on. Okay. For real, I'm back. For realsies this time. And there's no Nico because she's eating lunch. Hi, Ducky. Ducky, how was getting unsweaty? Ducky, you're not going to work. Why you need a positive pickle? No, I'm just kidding. You want it because you're cute. Okay, Ducky. You are more resilient than you realize. I love that the focus is just so quick. I feel like this camera went down again. Oh, it's slipping. That's why. There we go. And then we put this down. There we go. It was slipping down. That's why. Got interrupted by a phone call. Oh. So you didn't get to finish? Well, Ducky, keep going. You'll know how good it feels when it's over. Ducky, do you want to read my responses? No, I didn't. So I have 2 responses that I left that I have to do. I still have to do communication style and steps to create a more family or a more friendly environment for minorities. But I've done all the other pieces. So question 1 is, what must it be like for a Black student in a predominantly white school? What are some of the sources of stress and strain that a student of color might encounter? And could some of these account for Sonia's behavior? I have Sonia is likely experiencing struggles due to ethnocentric monoculturism. Ethnocentric monoculturism is where the values and norms of the dominant culture, white, guide the rules of the educational institute. As such, Sonia is likely I'm going to change this word. Probably required to be more individualistic than her family cultures, which caused her to feel isolated. I would think that being in a location that does not have your marginalized group or marginalized groups represented, your marginalized group represented as much as you are used to would cause a lot of isolation and stress as you work to conform to the norms. Additionally, given the feedback from the counselor that she's aggressive and intimidating, there are stereotypes being pushed on her, which is likely causing stress. Which I wouldn't. Alright, I'm gonna change that to say, which I guess is causing increased stress. Ooh. One stereotype that Sonia is likely experiencing is the strong black woman stereotype, where she is perceived as strong and powerful, which can come off as intimidating. By assuming Sonia is a strong black woman, her classmates and teachers are creating an idealized image of her in their heads, leading them to be more cautious in their interactions. This leads to Sonia experiencing gendered racial microaggressions, perceiving her as aggressive and using abusive language. I believe the constant microaggressions, stereotypes, and isolation would cause stress for any student as they work to conform to the standards placed by the dominant culture. The stress could then relate to poor grades and school performance, which would in time result in harsher punishments. As research has constantly proven, African American students tend to receive harsher punishments in school. As such, Sonia is more likely to be reprimanded more often and with harsher punishments, potentially even leading to expulsion. All of this can speak to Sonia's perceived behavior. It is probably causing internalized racism, as she is feeling different from everyone, and that is causing mental health problems. Question 2. What unwarranted assumptions about African Americans or Black families might the school staff be harboring, and how may this be acted on in Sonia's case? Well, there is an assumption that Sonia's parents are uninvolved and do not care about their child's schooling and well-being. This is assumed because the school states that it has problems with her since day one, and that the parents have not reached out until now, suggesting they are uninvolved and do not care. I asked my African American friends why the stereotypes exist, and they talked a lot about poverty, broken homes, and the media. One discussed the fact that people assume their parents are always working and too busy to care, and the other touched on the fact that many believe they come from single-family houses that have no time or are raised by grandparents. Much of this stems from media portrayals. And as counselors, we need to be aware of this and listen to our clients rather than assuming their lived experiences matches what we have seen in the media. If the school was experiencing issues with Sonia, they should have reached out and at least attempted to advocate for her rather than assuming her parents would not care. There is also a feeling that Sonia is acting out as a troublemaker, given that she has chosen to associate with the Shakers. This is another assumption imposed on Sonia that affects her view their view of her as a perfect cheerleader. There's an assumption placed on her that because she is part of the group of kids who have seemed to be shaking things up, she would not possess the qualities the dominant culture expects in a cheerleader. As counselors, we need to advocate for our students, and instead of just accepting the director's view, the counselor should have advocated for her to try out. The assumption they have of her does not mean that she would not make a great cheerleader. She does not fit the mold, make a great cheerleader. She just does not fit the mold that has been unrealistically placed on the position. Sonia should have received advocacy and pushing to try out instead of agreeing with the view imposed on her. And then I still have to do the communication style differences, so working on that. I'll work on that here soon. But then I have, when the counselor said Sonia did not fit in, what did this mean? Is it always the sole responsibility of the person of color to fit in? The counselor saying that Sonia did not fit in was a reflection of ethnocentric multiculturalism, focusing on the fact that the norms and policies of the school were based on the dominant culture. Since Sonia is attending a predominantly white school, the policies and norms are built on white culture. White culture is known to focus on individualism, insight, and emotional expressiveness. However, other cultures do not value these as much. In fact, African American culture values community and family and leans on them more. It is possible that Sonia is used to more assistance or collaboration with teachers and students and is lacking that in this new school. On the other hand, her need for help is overshadowed by the biases and assumptions by the teachers and students about her, causing her to become increasingly isolated. It's also likely... There's a Relor in chat, everybody. C-tier Pokemon, Netball, Featherball. It is also likely that the students and teachers are causing Sonia to experience internalized racism, making her feel like something is wrong with her as opposed to showcasing that she is experiencing oppression and barriers in school. It is not just Sonia's job to fit in. I feel that the counselors and teachers need to be able to address the barriers Sonia is experiencing. School practices and policies are generally designed for white culture, and without marginalized voices, they tend to create barriers for marginalized groups. Without voices that help marginalized students feel that they have a place and someone to seek out, they feel their voices aren't heard and that they need to be perfect. Sonia needs someone to advocate for her, and not think of her as a problem, and unfortunately she is not getting that from her teachers, administration, or her school counselor. This is a barrier in itself as a multicultural school counselor needs to work through. The counselor needs to understand that Sonia is experiencing these barriers and that she is not a normal child acting out. They need to advocate for her to try out for the cheerleading squad and not give in to the stereotype that the director is imposing. Everybody drink up. Okay. And then I have number 5 is, if you were a counselor, how would you handle the situation from an individual and institutional perspective, and why? From an individualist perspective, I would speak with the student and work with her to build trust. I would focus on the MSJCC framework for multicultural or for cultural competency, try to understand her worldview and lives experiences, build trust in culturally responsive environments, a culturally responsive environment, advocate for Sonia, and reflect on my own biases and assumptions. I would work with her on where she is struggling, pinpoint her barriers, and then work with her to find ways to break them down. I would also advocate for Sonia, both in the classroom and in administration. By not letting Sonia try out for cheerleading, the administration has put a barrier on her in a way that she cannot overcome on her own. As a counselor, I would need to advocate for at the institutional level to get her to try out. I could also advocate by connecting Sonia with resources in her school district and community that could help reconnect her to her culture, something she is unable to do at the school. This can help her feel connected to her culture and not like she is being forced to conform to a new one. Ooh, only I got it. I have to put the Y in there now that I think about it. As a counselor, it is important to advocate for all of your students. And that is why I would speak with Sonia and advocate for her success in school and not agree with the assumptions placed on her by the give it to Regina when she's a try when she's back. Okay, I refreshed it. There you go. What do I do? Now you do the clear completed, the exclamation point clear completed. Yeah, the clear command. Yay! Thank you, Flicker. There you go. Thank you, Flicker. Thanks, Flicker. There you go, Gina. We got you what you needed. It was it's just because you were a lead mod, which I guess not Flicker, Twitch specifically differentiates. Back to schoolwork. I'm sorry to pull you away, but thank you so much, Flicker. Okay. So I added the last sentence I added where, as a counselor, it is important to advocate for all of your students, and that is why I would speak with Sonia and advocate for her success in school and not agree with the assumptions placed on her by the administration. Sonia needs someone in her corner and someone she can turn to for help, which is why I would work with her to build trust and advocate for removing barriers to her education. Hi, welcome back, Owl. For badges and lead moderator is a different badge name. It wasn't accounting for my own. Is mod settings permissions. Ah, stupid dog. I'm so sorry, Owl. Owl, you missed. Owl, would you like a recap of my camera views that we were looking at earlier? We just kind of changed the camera view a little bit. But I feel like you would appreciate a nice little recap of the camera views, you know? Yes. Okay. So I have this incredible camera that was given to me by HiFlicker and Hipsoo. Hipsoo and HiFlicker both kind of work together to get me this brand new camera. So we were talking about camera views, and we had moved some camera views, and then Hipsoo, in his most incredibleness, procured me Lego that I'm gonna have to build. And so we were trying to think of ways to brain stopped working for a moment. Yeah. So we were trying to think of ways to like do that, and we were like, oh well, my camera could go just down. And then I was like, there you go. This is definitely a view you want, right? You just want this view. Like we don't need any other view. Works fast. We kind of works faster, yeah. Yeah, I live near a hub. And so yeah, it was from Amazon, so Amazon delivered it instantly. I mean, titties are nice, but face and titties are better. Yeah, so this is like our normal view. This is where we'll normally be for pretty much all the time. But I actually have to save this as a preset. Because I also have AI tracking, and if I do AI tracking, this is what it does. It puts me right in the center. It's like, you are the star of the show. Which I'm all for, but I have a lot more white on this side, and so until I get stuff built up over here, I don't really want to show that off too much. So we stick to this kind of thing. Nico, go lay down. Go on. Nico, go lay down. She's begging for my food. So that's why I'm having to tell her to leave. Here she is. Okay, so all we have left is what steps would I take to create a more friendly environment for minorities, and how might communication styles differences affect teachers and students' perception of Sonia? I'm sorry your boss didn't let you do that, Owl. I wish your boss would let you do something like that, because Tom needs to know respectfully he did it wrong. Oh, it wasn't even typing where I needed it to. I'm doing my course evaluations. Hee hee. Hi Andrew, welcome on in. Agree. There's a Yamper in chat. Everybody, C tier Pokemon Magnet Ball is going to be your most effective ball. It is not an event spawn. Supportive. Students. Get it back. We didn't have any last time. Yep. Yeah. Yes. Senior direction. 4. No? No. Ah! You did not catch Fuse. Of course not. Okay, I did my course evaluation. And I got to talk about how, and I got to put in and say that I thought, like, the course and stuff for this was great, but this instructor, like, no, she didn't actually. When I asked questions, when I had things, she didn't do anything. Either him, better him to go with my decent you. But I'm the better half. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. He's my better half for sure. That's just my bias ass. That's true. I don't think I got any of the connections, Gina. No. I definitely got 2. Yeah. I got the same 2 as Gina. That's hilarious. Huh. Geometry stuff, but I couldn't figure out which words. Contextio, stupid. Oh my gosh, where are you playing Contextio? Everybody, Gina's on her Contextio soapbox again. And boy, do we love her. Isn't there a browser version? Yeah, it's ChatXDO or whatever. I sure am. There is. I'm confused as to where you are when you're playing it. Like, I know, Ryan plays it during his work streams. I don't play it, but other streamers do with their chats. Yeah. That's so dumb. I can't lie. I use ChatGPT to give me words. Yeah, that's why I use ChatGPT to tell me. I'm like, here's this one's like 7. And ChatGPT always, like, the ChatTextio one is so bad. Contextio by itself is actually pretty good. Like, the actual daily one is pretty good. The one that they've made for you to play with Twitch chat is really bad. Like Monica or something. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. The one, nah, they all say, wow. Jay, how are things? They're going good. How are you? How are you doing today, Sleepy Dragon? I'm 39,000 lobster in. No sign of anything good. AC unit sailing. Oh no, that's not good. If the AC unit died here, I would be gone. I'd be donezo. Huh? Oh! Gina's gonna, Ducky's gonna profile you. No, that's what I wanted. I wanted to figure out how hot it was outside. No, I don't want to try premium for free, thank you. It is 95, feels like 106 out there. So yeah, it'd suck if the AC went out. You can't do scratch-offs in Las Vegas? Or Nevada? You don't have a gamble? You can't gamble there? Like, no lottery? Oh. Let me move real quick. So it says Nevada does not offer state-run lottery games or scratch-offs due to state constitutional prohibitions protecting the casino industry. To play, residents and visitors travel across California or Arizona borders to purchase California state lottery tickets. "40 miles south of Vegas, near the California or the CA border. Across state lines from, yeah. Oh, hell yeah, I'm gonna move to Vegas. And then you're gonna move to, super hot, never cold world? You're gonna move to the desert? Just be naked. You can't be naked, you still have to go outside. I'd figure it out, sure. A rump roast? Should just have like SPF 100 or whatever and just slather it every 10 minutes on herself. A rump roast? I love this Ducky Gina friendship. It's precious. do not come here. Yeah, if gambling is your vice, do not come here. Go there because you will lose a lot of money in the casinos. See, gambling is not my vice, so I didn't lose. Oh, I did lose some money in the casino, but I lost like $5 and was like, cool. No, I think I lost like $100 when all was said and done. But I'm like, $100, cool. Oh, you can't go to a grocery store without seeing slots. Oh, even off the strip? Well, I mean, of course off the strip. There's gambling off the strip. Well, you just go... Wait. Do they have them in Costco? Yeah, that's true. There were slots in the casino. Or in the airport. Yeah. No, not in Costco. Well, then I'd be fine. I would just only go to Costco. No, I'm just kidding. Do you have them in your hospitals? That'd be hilarious. And a mini casino in it? Wow. Could you imagine if they had them at hospitals? Slot machines by the doors. That's one more time. Yeah. Yeah, just like, you just sitting there in the waiting room, waiting to piss away your money at the hospital. You're just pissing away your money on the slots. I mean, no, not yet. I think maybe the gift shop or lobby. A lot of our stores have slots too. Do they, Shugo? Seriously? In North Dakota? For real? Or were you saying, do you mean sluts? Control, delete gambling. Yeah, we don't have them here in Florida. Like, you don't go anywhere and just see gambling in Florida. There's a cat! Cat! It's a cat! She's gone. It might have been Simon, actually. Do you have your copay? No, give me a minute. I need your $40 copay. I have $5 in a dream. I'm being able to carry scratchers. Yeah. No, that's, oh. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Gotta go with my copay real quick, yeah. Isn't it illegal in Florida? No, we have, gambling, don't we? We have casinos in Florida, don't we? Florida. Yeah, we have casinos. There's a Whooper in chat. It's an event spawn Pokemon C tier. Netball, Geoball. We do have casinos. You don't own a Geoball. You do have an Ultra Ball, though. Fuzay, apparently exclamation point Poke-Catch doesn't exist. Oh, it was your first one. Never mind. There's a lot of casinos down in, like, Miami area, like, down there. There's a couple of them in, Orlando. There's a couple in... Yeah, there's a couple in, Tampa. Of course, we have the racetrack in Daytona. With movie theaters or casino. Nope. Shugo, you got a shiny! Shugo, congratulations on your shiny! Shugo got a shiny Whooper! Ducky, you also got the Whooper, congrats! Bye, Ellie. Traveled to Arkansas for a family reunion and the theater was in the mall. It boggled my mind. Oh yeah, that's the thing. Wooper, shiny Wooper's like this pale color. Like a pink. Praise Helen, praise Dale. What? Wow, I know, I'm so sorry. Also didn't know people could casually buy liquor at the grocery store either. Can you not do that? Missed store, okay. So in Ontario, when I left Ontario, can't do that in North Dakota, and it blew my mind. Yeah, because you can do it in California, right? Before 10 on Sunday. Yeah, so we used to have that, and then COVID, like, took it all out. So they don't give a flying fuck when you buy alcohol now. They're just like, drink. I have no remembrance why I opened my Twitch. I was going to go do something, but I totally forget what I was going to do. Oh, it's hot but here now. Oh. I'd specifically gone to my channel to do something, but I don't remember what it was anymore. Don't matter anymore. You Tri-Counties. So we have... You can't buy, like, hard liquor at grocery stores here. You can only buy wine and beer. Hi, Sugars. Sugars, are you done work? You did your worky things? Hard and liquor. Wow, Sugars. Freak, yeah, I was in a way. I was waiting for it. The freak for Sugars. Okay, I got two more responses to do. Two more, I can do this. Gina, did you hear my other things? I have, by looking at my classmates, I have decided that I have written a lot more than they have, and I'm not going to cut it down. Just driving home. Oh, that's nice. And it's been weeks. Yes. So Shugo, yeah, but Shugo, you could play with yourself. Okay, you could get a toy. I was listening. It all sounded good to me. As she pushed a baby in her body, you'll be okay. Huh? It all sounded good to me. Okay, good. I'm glad. I got to do the communication styles, and then I got to do the more family-friendly environment. Drink alcohol. That's not fair to her. I can wait. By the time Shugo's able to go again, he's gonna do one of those, like, it happens in, like, a minute. Which happens to everybody, Shugo. Family friendly. I'm not family friendly. We're not doing family friendly co-working. Are you kidding me? Shugo, don't worry. I will tell you the story of when I was in university. When I was in my first semester of university back in the school before the school I graduated from out of Toronto. So I did a year back home first. I'm very family friendly while drinking. As in you're friendly with your friends who you consider family. So I went to school. So I was always an online kid. People didn't like me. I remember becoming friends with people online a lot faster. And I had met this guy who lived in the town that I didn't live in, but I went to school in. It was like I lived in a town and 45 minutes out was the city, and the city had the university that I went to for a year. So, and I had been flirting with this dude from that city for quite some time, and we were both in university, and we met up, and he was really attractive. I was like, 10 out of 10, yes. But I wasn't like, I'm not the type of person to just like give in to people, okay, all the time, especially physically. Unless you're Fusé, that happened really quickly. But anyways, who can blame me? Have you seen him? So anyways, this dude that I had been flirting with since like high school or whatever, we were finally in university together, and we decided to meet up and freak. Miss Hannah Maria where she gets poisoned. That's gonna happen. Blast her to the wall. It's gonna happen. That was for you, fam. Yeah, well. So anyway, so I of course my camera is falling again. There we go. So I of course went to meet this dude and whatnot in real life, and we were like kissing and things like that, and he was like we wanted, you know, the typical like he wanted to go all the way, and I was like I don't know, and then I finally gave in to him, and like I'm not even kidding you. I'm easy for Fuzzy as well. Yeah, I'm not even kidding you. One pump. That's it. That's all it took. Literally one pump. Barely even felt him going. And he was already out and done. And then I tried to get him to, you know, not go again immediately, but like that deserves an extra. Yeah, kind of. I tried like over the next like week or so to try and get us to do another meeting, and then he decided to tell me that he didn't want to because I was being too needy and pushy. And that obviously I wanted him too bad, and I said, "Or you just feel it?" No, it was definitely his fault. And I literally said to him, and I'm not even kidding you. I'm not even kidding you. This is the exact words I used with him. I said, "You know what, Malcolm? Fine. I don't really care. I never actually wanted it. I think that this is going to be a fantastic story for the rest of my life, so I thank you for that." And then I blocked him. Never talked to him again. It's crazy. Malcolm. I don't even know what he does anymore. I don't even think I have him like on Facebook or anything. He also then, as soon as I moved to Ontario, he tried to reach out to me on Facebook and tried to get me to you know, connect again, and I literally said to him, "Dude, I live in I said, "Dude, I live in Ontario," and he said, "Oh." I don't know if I have him on here anymore. No. Oh, Panther has a mythic train? Alchematica, he really did. So chat, Panther Gal has a mythic train. If you don't know what a mythic train is, the mythic train will give you one of 3 or 4 golden emotes. One of 3 exclusive emotes for 24 hours. It's really just a golden kappa, but it's it is a there's like a variety of emotes you can get. So if you want to go get yourself a different golden kappa-esque emote, please go give 100 biddies. No, you're totally fine. 100 biddies, a sub, something like that on over to her. And a girl who just laid there boring as hell lasted like an hour. She wouldn't allow positions to be switched. I got bored and faked it. No, we love to celebrate everybody here. Thank you for coming and letting me know, Star Fox. Damn, ruthless. I was so ruthless. I definitely have told that story many times, and I think that it is hilarious. And Rip Malcolm, he had a chance. Entire time together. Spent most of our second day texting her friends. I was like, no. Get out of here. Good on you, Fowl. Shugo, Fuze and I call that the fishu stance. I remember having conversations with him because, you know, at a certain point in time, you come to love somebody and you want to be with them, and then all of a sudden you all realize that you may not be as experienced as them and you may not live up to their standards. And I remember having the conversation with Fuze, and he was like, that's okay. As long as you're not a fishu, it'll be fine. Which is what you're describing. The whole just laid there, did nothing. Fishu no good. I don't think I'm sharing too many secrets, love. This is fishu stance. So chat, remember, don't be a fishu in bed. Because if you do, Shugo might fake it after an hour. I'll be what I want in bed. His one, Putlet. There's an Abra in chat. Alright, it's a Kadabra, actually. B tier, event spawn. You're looking at Cypher Ball and Fastball. Oh, Nico has decided to sleep on a different bed. Hold on. There you go. She's rolled into a ball. It's always making me work so hard. It is an event spawn Pokemon, by the way. Those are strong. Everybody drink up! Ducky, we got it! There is no shiny, though. What type of communication style do White have? Okay. White's communication style, they don't communicate. And then my clients by age 40, that is actually like the most incredibly true statement in the world. I also heard white people. Yeah. That is what we asked. Yeah, white people, like white folk communication. I'm back. Hi, Shugo. No, so I have to talk. So this question is, how might communication style differences affect teachers and students' perceptions of Sonya? And so I should technically talk about the white communication style versus that of the African American communication style, and why those would clash. So I've indicated, based off of my textbook, by the way, what some of the African American communication styles are, and I should also like counter it by saying that doesn't work with white style. And I just don't remember what those were. It's also really confusing to me. Okay, so the textbook says that African American communication style is dominant and straightforward, and they're more emotionally expressive and have more expressive tones. And it's probably all stereotyped. And strong nonverbal. You have very strong, and it says very strong nonverbal. Oh, nice! It's the PogChamp Kappa. That's amazing. Most of the school is white, yes. Are we assuming it's white? No. The nonverbal is definitely something I can see, yeah. Predominantly white high school. Is true too, but I don't like when they talk about more expressive. They don't talk about it in like a you're angry. I just want to make that very clear. The textbook doesn't say more angry. all my teachers. As an outsider looking in, it sounds accurate. I only have friends draw off, though. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I didn't take it that way. Good. Being clinically described, yeah. People knowing expectations are set by society. All my teachers kind of left things out because they just expected me to know from a neurodivergent side of things. Yeah, so we talk about that a little bit in the thing is that we, as my blind friend communication telling me to get my shit together when I drive off outside the cliff in the Halo for the 5th time. The thing, I guess that's true. But it, like, I like, to be very clear, no part of it is saying that it's, because that's a stereotype, okay? I want to make it very clear that the idea of anger is a stereotype. We are not talking about the stereotype side of things. We are just saying that there tends to be more expression. And because of that more expression, it is more likely for people to agree to that stereotype and to those biases and assumptions that make it seem like African Americans are a lot more aggressive or straightforward or intimidating, which is just not true. There's also directness and frankness and things like that, which is a lot of what British have. Different communication. Like, I live in the North, I'm not from the East Coast. The Midwest people think I'm more aggressive because I'm straightforward. Yep. I'm just thinking about my family gathering, and I'm like, they might have got us with that one. Whites are 10 times more likely to communicate by asking to speak to your manager. That is true. We're very likely to just be Karens. So that. I'm sorry, Gina. Well, everybody thinks that I am very straightforward, rude, and aggressive because of the fact that I'm Canadian, and that's kind of what you do as a Canadian. You are a lot more straightforward. I just wanted to see how warm the camera was. Sorry, that was me. That was me touching things. I was curious how warm the camera was. That was not the camera itself. The camera is great. It has not done any flicks or glitches or anything. I wouldn't call you straightforward. I've been told that I am extremely rude because I'm straightforward. Sure, Gina, I'm 5'6". I'm a normal size. No. And I'm like, out with it. Yeah. This comment to U.S. culture, yeah. It's taken in bad faith. Yeah, I have been told time and time again that I'm rude. And by this class has taught me that it's not necessarily that I'm rude. It's that I'm Canadian. The straight part's debatable. It's true. I'm very not straight. I'm very bi. There's a squiggly line there. Kind of like a curve. Yeah, I do have to work on people who only know me. I don't think you're mean and intimidating at all, Gina Lace. That's why every time you do your like funny mod privilege things, I always giggle because I'm like, that's not Gina. Like, Gina's a hater, but it's just not Gina. Like to be sure, do okay in context lock. Questions are direct, sure, but explanations include more than just the answer. Yeah. Yeah, I need to work on more American conversation styles. I thought Gina was a silly little guy. Silly little lady, I'll have you know. People know I'm playing around. Yeah, and I know you're playing around, Gina Lace. You're totally fine. It's like goofing gaff, yeah. Gina's not mean. Gina doesn't. I honestly don't even think Gina has an actual mean bone in her body. She just has very clear boundaries. And when you go over those boundaries, she very clearly draws that line and says, no, you've gone up past a boundary. That's enough. I don't think that's even bad. I think that's very great mental health. You have a boundary set, you stick to it. If someone crosses that boundary, out the door they go. There's a Slowpoke in chat. This is an event spawn Pokemon. You were looking at a netball. Cypher Ball as your most effective balls. It's an event spawn. Sonia is producible. Made her communication style feel more communication style seem normal. It's more diversity. However, in her predominantly white school, her communication style is being misunderstood as aggressive and intimidating. Hey, fellow Americans, how about that football and cheeseburger? No, you have to ask them about cornhole too. You can't forget about the cornhole. And if you really need to please people, you got to talk about pickleball. Ducky, we caught it. Congrats. That's perfect. I always learned that my opinion doesn't always have to be shared or is wanted. Yeah. There's no wondering what I think about stuff. Yeah. Like, Gina will go up on her soapbox about Contextio a lot. And she's about to get up on it again because I mentioned it. Ka! What are you borfing at? Okay, I think this one's kind of good. I don't need to do this one. I don't think I need to make this sentence or this paragraph all that long. Wait, howdy, I love my soapbox. I'll wear it out before I die. Why West Virginia? It's West Virginia. Because I grew up in Virginia and people love telling me how much Virginia sucked because it wasn't West Virginia. It's all hatred because now as an adult, yeah, Virginia kind of sucks to live in. I think it would be California. Why California? Okay, but Owl, you can't hate West Virginia. You have to pick a new state. Actually, that's not true. I could hate the state that my university is set to. My mom still lives there. Other people move from Cali and then they talk about how bad Vegas is to Cali, so I'm like, well then go back there with your smog, earthquakes, crappy roads, and pay dengue for Cracker Jack boxes in an apartment, yeah. Nebraska? I hate trying. You can still have West Virginia, it's totally fine. You can keep West Virginia. So the state that I hate the most is Florida. Gina has good reasons. She does have good reasons. Can I have random beef with my current state? No, Fuzay, you have to admit there's so many fucked up things about Florida. Okay? So many fucked up things. People can drive, we are gonna move. People can drive around Florida with no bumper, either on the back or the front of their car, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't fucking matter. No one gives a flying fuck. What do you mean that's roadworthy? I have seen people who have literally nailed a fucking 2x4 on their front of their car as their bumper because they've destroyed it and it's still roadworthy. What the fuck are you talking about? It's less random. It's the flooded basement of America. No. We are moving. Don't know where quite yet, but we are gonna move. Okay, can I you know what state I actually have semi-random beef with? Texas. And I know my best friend lives in Texas. But like, come on, it's Texas. Okay? You got Texas. Texas literally has tornadoes. They have tornadoes and then they have cold winters. And it makes no fucking sense because they can't fucking keep their electricity and their grids up to handle the cold, but then they also can't handle the heat, but then they also can't. What the fuck are you even doing then? Bring it in from another fucking state. Like, come on. But I love their barbecue, yeah. New Jersey. Florida has a lot of overweight white guys with no shirts cutting their grass. How can it be that bad? So Butler, is that where you're planning to move to, Florida? No, I'm just kidding. Actually, Butler, we don't actually have a lot of overweight white men mowing our lawns. It is a lot of and this is not profiling in any way, shape, or form. I want to make that very clear. but actually a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them, a lot of the lawn companies and the bigger landscaping companies that are used are Latinx. For a Florida man, yeah. Also lizards. We do have anoles. Yes, we do. Hard on for itself, true. Girl, it's like that here too. Yeah. There's a reason for that. And that's because culturally so in Asian culture, it's looked down on to do working man jobs, which is what those types of things are. So Asian culture, doesn't. Hispanic culture is focused a lot on family, and they really don't care about working man jobs because they're about building legacies and things like that for their family. So they do a lot of working man jobs. The white culture also looks down on it. You're a woman. You should hate Texas. Oh, yeah, no, I hate Texas because I'm a woman too, but I just wasn't going to bring that up. That's a little too political. Okay, so this is what I have for question number 3. Cultures place a different emphasis on different forms of communication, from verbal to nonverbal. The African American communication style tends to be more dominant and straightforward. They include more emotional expression and expressive tones, which is why Sonia is assumed to be aggressive. African Americans can also rely on more nonverbal communication, which can make it seem like they're more aggressive or trying to intimidate. I believe that Sonia's previous school made her communication style seem normal, given that there was more diversity. However, in her predominantly white school, her communication style is being misunderstood as aggressive, intimidating. I myself, of European descent, get mistaken for rude a lot as I'm more direct in conversation, and I've not been able to effectively adapt my communication style. I believe the teachers need more training to better understand that Sonia is not being intimidating, it's just her communication style that feels normal. Nico Bean. Nico. I said no, Nico. Although I feel like no cities. I feel like if I add my person here, I create a microaggression. So I'm gonna take that out. She's not still looking. Anyone have any cities that they have random beef with? I have one, yes. Atlanta. Yeah. Fuzay hates Atlanta. I do like DC a fair bit. Pride was fun. Weather is decent and the city is quite walkable and billable. Yeah. So the other thing too, Butlet is in DC. Therapists can bill like $200 a session. Going to Atlanta next month. Ow. Fuck. Bike, are you trying to say bikeable? Yeah, there you go. Bikeable. Yeah, my husband yelled from the room, bikeable? He likes you, Butlet. Okay. Run trying to give me stress ulcers. Philip was probably accurate as well, yeah. I have a random beef with Milwaukee. Because I went there for a music festival and they closed down a ton of roads, making it impossible to pick up my friend from their concert. Driving in Atlanta in the Midwest cities suck. Only Boston was okay. Whaley was surprisingly okay for driving considering the size. It's not that hard to drive in Florida, to be honest. It's not really that bad. Like, it sucks sometimes, but it's not really that bad. During like rush hour and going to specific places suck, but Boston tolls, yeah, that's true. Florida does suit too for some of ours. So you can go back outside. Nico just doesn't want anything to do with you today. She's like, I got all my treats yesterday. I'm done. No tools, no bridges or anything. Just gotta watch out for the crazy speed demons. The other thing I have like a semi-random beef with Orlando. And it's that it has to do with drivability. So Orlando is fairly decent to get around. There's a Magneton in chat. B tier Pokemon. Magnet Ball is going to be your most effective ball. The issue with Orlando is that basically almost every single road that goes to and from the airport is tolled. And it is so frustrating. You pay like thousands of dollars to take a flight to Orlando and then you get told. It's fucking crazy. Oh my god, that's in Denver too? Yeah. Roads have 2 levels. Rayleigh being good is something I'll keep in mind, yeah. I don't know, no driving stall. Fuzave, Owl, you caught it! By Canadian standards, all US cities have for driving, excluding Toronto. Ha! Ottawa sucks too, Butlet. Don't even go there. Ottawa absolutely sucks for driving. Vancouver, also terrible, because the problem with Vancouver is you gotta go on a lot of bridges. That's why people take the public transit. Hold on, Butlet. Montreal for driving? Ugh. It's another one of those cities that was built in like historical times, and so it's got a lot of the historical sides to it, and so streets are really like tight and there's like no space to I don't drive. I don't love driving in North Carolina. There's a one-way roads where my sis lives, but she lives in country in a small town. Yeah. You know, where we're planning on moving to. Haha. Sir Laval, yeah. Yeah, but like if you have to drive in Montreal, it is a pain in the butt. Okay. I think we're pretty much done. That doesn't, I don't know. Okay. Okay. I think I'm probably done. So, have fun, Violet! Back in Devlin, I'm bye, Violet! Driving is fine unless you can avoid the predictable 417. Yeah, the 417 is pretty bad. Is driving out there, so it's not a me problem. Thinking of driving to Vancouver because it's close, only 8-hour drive. Any tips? Don't do it. So Owl, what you should be doing if you're planning on going to Vancouver is you need to go to an outlying city in the Greater Vancouver area, the GVA, and you need to park somewhere where you can then hop on the SkyTrain. And then you hop on the SkyTrain and you take that into Vancouver. Vancouver actually has a really good, like, bus and SkyTrain and everything system, to the point that, like, until my brother actually moved out to Coquitlam and stuff like that, he never really had a bike because driving in Vancouver is just a pain in the butt, so. Yeah. Okay, so the last kind of, like, prompt is, what steps would you take to create a more friendly environment for minorities? So this is what I have. They ramp up there. Also, he's a licensed, just got to school, work home, can't have any passengers 21 unless there's a licensed driver with him. That's good. So this is my last section. It says, in order to make a more culturally responsive environment, I believe that teachers, counselors, and administration need to have cultural competence training so that they can understand different communication styles. There should also be advocacy to ensure students from marginalized groups can participate in activities that make them feel part of the school system rather than being alienated for not being the perfect fit. With training, the staff can learn to identify their biases and assumptions and work to promote cultural humility among themselves and the students. I also believe that there should be a push for more diversity among administration and teachers where possible. This can allow marginalized groups to help in drafting or redrafting policies to be more culturally inclusive. As a counselor, they need to... As for the counselor, they need to ensure that they need to create ultra-responsive environments and work with their students to break down barriers through advocacy. The counselor could run group therapy sessions where they promote openness and discussion around different cultural prompts. This could help students better understand cultural differences and why they should be celebrated rather than assumed based on what we see in the media. So basically, I'm saying that we need to have the staff understand why they're wrong. And we need to make spaces for our students to be able to you know, find themselves and be themselves and etc. And I think that that's pretty good. Truth of the matter is, I don't want to be a school counselor, so sounds good to me. Yeah, if I'm being honest, I don't want to be a school counselor. So having to respond to a school counselor prompt doesn't really make me super happy. I'll do it because, you know, I have to, but damn, this is 1,600 words. Oh well. So what I have to do is I have to copy this and I have to paste it. Okay, and now I just have to go through this again. I also have to go through and make sure I highlight all of the glossary terms that I used. Stereotypes. Strong black woman stereotype. Gendered ratio microaggressions. Acts on the state regarding resisting and making sure vehicles are actually roadworthy. Yeah. I'm gonna take this in. Yeah, she was just laying out there, but I mean, I don't know what to say. I learned how to drive pretty much at my driving test because I didn't take it till I was 23. Oh. No, I'm pretty sure emotional expression is one of the words. Individualism, insight. So I'm just going to take this out, actually, completely. Individualism and how there. This was aging comment. But I had to. I have to be able to drive or you won't be going anywhere quickly. Yeah. Yeah, the roadworthy is what bothers me the most. I'm hitting the post button. I'm hitting the post button. Pokemon in chat. I'm gonna see how long my colleagues is out of curiosity. So mine is this is a oh my god, of course. Litwick, Event Spawn Pokemon, Sunball, Featherball. My task list is still showing you right, yeah. So my colleagues is 1,000 words. Mine's not much bigger than hers. Mine's 1,500 words. Mine's only 500 words bigger. Okay, so that's done. So I have to respond to my peers, but I don't have to do that for a little bit. I have to work on this wellness assignment. That is due by Sunday night. Actually, you know what? I could go respond to them right now. And then if I go respond to them right now, because there's two. Everybody drink up. There's two of them. If I go and respond to them literally right now, I can call that done. And then that will officially finish one of my classes. And I will be done. All I have to do is get my grade back and see it as a B and call it a day. Was it going to be good for getting to work on time? Yeah. Oh, code switching. Yeah. Where I'm at loyalty level, I can always catch things. I'm so sorry, Owl. What is your loyalty here? I don't even know what my loyalty is. 5. Yeah, even mine's only level 5. Not level 1. I'm sorry, Owl. When does Eevee get back? Soon, right? Five is the max you can reach for most channels. Yeah, probably recommended streamers. You're able to go up higher. Oh, she might be back on Friday. Yeah, tomorrow. She'll be back tomorrow! I can't wait with you. I'm not as attractive and I'm not as attractive and causing you to be as distracted, you know. But worth it. Road Tempest, yeah, I know. That's why we did a combination of it and then this. Yeah, I was a clown thing. It wouldn't get sucked into no. It gets you sucked in. I literally also thought that I wouldn't get super sucked into it, but I'm like sitting here like, shh, chat, don't talk. I don't want to read your chats. I want to watch. No, I actually do want you to talk, and I want us to make fun of the drama as we drama. Yeah. Okay. Hi, Owl. You're spraying all over me, all over my bed. Call yourself attractive. Did I call myself unattractive? I don't remember doing so. That's all I'm Mallory. Okay. So, I will tell you the reason why I think of myself this way, okay? It is not to be the fact that, like, I actually don't think I'm all that cute. I do. I'm like, my husband will tell you, sometimes I'm like, I think I look cute. And I do think that there is a lot of great aspects about me. However, in your most, oh, hi, Simon. In your most formative years, which is usually your, like, elementary, middle school, high school years, Nico Bean. In my most formative years, I spent that entire time being bullied and told that I wasn't attractive. And so that weighs down on you, and then you have to slowly, like, wash it out, basically. I'm just not looking. It's not good for more of my office if I was cruising. I'm alright, but I'm also not putting much effort into looking. Yeah. I mean, I didn't put much effort into looking either. I did not join that online D&D session to be like, I'm gonna find myself a husband here. I know for a fact Fusé obviously joined it to find himself a wife too, but story for another day. He did not. He did not join it to find himself a wife. Speak until you make it mindset. Yeah. Hey, I can actually show you this now. Oh, you still can't see her. This is what Nico does all the time. Is that her version of begging? Yes. A big camera! I know! This incredible camera was purchased for me by Flickr and Hipsu. It is an Insta360 Link 2. And it has it's like you can do AI tracking and all of these different kinds of things. She's the size of an ant for me. There you go. You see her now? You can see her down there. This is a very fancy camera. I'm so incredibly blessed and grateful. Thank you. This is just what she does. Do you want up on here? Do you want to come up? No. Come here, Nikos. Come on. Come on. No, she's looking at me like I'm dumb. Come here. She wants food scraps, please and thanks. I got no food scraps for her. This is gonna go quick. Just knocks over all my boxes. She's so cute. She is really cute. She's a very good puppy. Baron. He is. Okay, I gotta get these responses done. It's not like I'm like, oh, everybody or anything. It's me just going, okay, this is what I'm gonna do. Gonna get the responses done, and then we're gonna go love on someone. Covered the coast with sheets, but my clothes didn't come out unscathed. Yeah, that happens. Yeah. We just kind of resigned ourselves to the idea that we just have everywhere. We just have for everywhere. Yeah. Gina, are you excited? You're probably not excited to get up early tonight or tomorrow, but are you excited to get up and get off a little early and play some Mouse Tree Wisps? And then Saturday, it's for the kids. Who is this person again? Brittany. I thought it was Brittany. I am. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Brittany. Oh, is it N-A-Y or E-Y? A and Y. 3 points. I had not even considered code. Strong emphasis. Emphasis. I am. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. I do look forward to it. I think it's gonna be really goofy. It's gonna be goofy. There's a Clamper in chat, everybody. C tier event spawn Pokemon. You're looking at a netball as your most effective ball. Okay, chat, I gotta show you this. This is really cute and really funny. Let me make this a little bigger. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit funky for a second or two, so just bear with me, okay? Oh, can I even do this? So that's outside, right? That's Simon sitting at the back door, because just on the other side of the back door, there's a lizard. And he's just sitting, staring at the lizard. So. I also cannot help you in seeing Nico any better than this. She just said no. She said no to this. I'll leave it, but she's just said no. Lizard, lizard, lizard. Yeah. He's protecting your house from that lizard. Yeah, he's like, darn that Anole. There he goes. I love him so much. Lizard snackies! That's what Simon wants. He wants a lizard as a snacky. Oh, Owl, I'm so sorry. Your netball did not work. Owl's just gonna stop catching Pokemon here. Owl's gonna be like, I'm done. Well, Owl, if it makes you feel any better, every Wednesday, we're gonna be doing co-working. Until I'm no longer able to stream Wednesdays during the day. Which I won't be anytime soon. It's gonna be for at least a year. So every Wednesday is going to be task and co-working. Did you respond to Melissa about Amazon and or research chargebacks for your French client? Did you, Owl? That actually works well for me. And there you go. You also have drink alcohol. So, I also know that that's an Eevee day too, and I mean, Eevee and I stream around the same time, so, like, I completely understand. Heck. I completely understand, but I am letting you know that Wednesdays, this is our normal Wednesday, and I don't like doing co-working as hardcore focus co-working. I like doing chatty co-working. I want to talk through what I'm doing. I want to talk through things, have conversations with members of my community. I mean, that's what I'm doing. I'm getting into a position of talking. So, Nico really just said goodbye. She's down the hallway now. It's Thursday. Okay, so we're doing it today well, we might actually... So, Thursdays are going to be double feature days or short streams. Those are going to be the two options. So, yesterday was Wednesday. It was co-working. Today was a double feature where we did drama, and then now we're doing co-working because I have assignments due. Next week, we will probably do another double feature on Thursday since Wednesday is not going to be co-working next week. Next week's the only week that's not going to have co-working Wednesday. Tom took so much time from me today. Next week is the only week that we're not going to have co-working, but I always have the task list. It's always available even if it's not showing, so people can always do tasks. So next week on Wednesday, all my homies hate Tom, yeah. Next week on Wednesday, we're probably not going to. We will probably do a double feature on Thursday because on next week I only have to do... She just moves around so much. So next week, all I have actually for my assignment. So after I respond to these two students, this one class of mine, my Social and Cultural Foundations class, is done. So I've officially completed my first 3 credits in my first class for my program. Amazing. So next week, all I have to do is attend class, and I think I do have one assignment that I need to do. But it's a really easy assignment. So next Thursday, we'll probably do a Thursday combo, and then we'll be back to Wednesdays the next week. We'll probably do like Thursday combos for quite some time too. Wednesday's always going to be co-work though. But that kind of does work out because Wednesdays are usually collabs or random days for Evie as well, so it's not like you'll be missing Embervale at least. But today it's because we did Road to Empress in the morning, and we only do it for 3 or 4 hours because of the fact that it's usually during people's work hours, and I don't want to force them to either miss a ton of it or be too distracted from work. So I try to give them a little snippet of it and a little bit of fun, and then we do something else, which will either go into me playing a game, a different game by myself, or we will go into co-working. I got a quiet place to go. Yeah. I mean, like I say, on Thursdays, we're going to be doing Road to Empress until we're done it. We're almost done the first one, and then we have to play the second one. So we probably have over another month of that. And then I don't know what Thursdays will be. They might just be, I think it depends on how crazy and hectic next semester gets. They might end up being some more co-working, some more chatty co-working, or they might be mixes, or I've been struggling with recently realizing I have ADHD. Now that I have a gray office, it's hard to do things. I could see that. And I have to ask like kind of a question. She didn't. She completely taught. I missed a piece. I haven't been diagnosed with ADHD or autism or any of that stuff, but I definitely have some of it. Fantastic. Yay! Congrats, Owl. Okay, so I've done one of two discussions, and so I have to do the other one. Discussion responses. And then all I have left is my wellness assignment, which is going to be a lot of work too. But that's okay. I have Friday and Sunday. Appointment is on. Before I got this promotion about 1.5 years ago, they gave me an office, and now I suddenly am. There is as an option. So, well, you're gonna go see. Are you gonna go see a psychologist or a psychiatrist, or are you? Is sometimes a symptom? Yeah. Oh, there's 3 people here. I'm going home to drink alcohol. Bye, Owl. Enjoy your alcohol. Drive home safe, okay? Get home safe. I'm going to an ADHD clinic. Okay. Okay, that's fine. No, that works too. I was just curious. My therapist sent me the deets. Okay, good. I'm glad that you are you are working with a therapist or a counselor, you know what I'm going to be one day, and that they are giving you tools so that you can figure out how to advance further. Proud of you. Proud of you, Owl. There's a Ninetales in chat. Everybody beat your Pokemon. Sunball, Fastball. I was like, no, I'm here. I'm trying to catch the nine tails first. Who is this one? Jess. Jess's response is very small. Hello, Jess. 3 points. Hi, Dex. Dex, I read your message in my Stars chat and my Stars Discord, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry, sweetie. I love you. I'm sorry that that's happened to you. I may still be filing emails. I'm sorry that happened to you, Dex. I love you. Oh, we caught it! Yay! It's teenagers, Gina Lace. Okay, now I'm leaving. Bye, Owl. Drive safe, okay? Okay. Take my car to the car doctor for an oil change. Yeah, we have to do that at some point too. But I don't think I think we're going to do the oil change and not take it somewhere to do the oil change because it's actually really easy to do it at home. And a heck of a lot cheaper. If you have the stuff and the tools and the capability, which not everybody does. And that's understandable. My tire sensor like, hey, I need to do that as well. I'm gonna ask my dad to do it. My tire sensor, just give him a car one of these days and let him handle it, and I'll just pay him for it. Man, joys of having a dad. I have to handle it all for my car. Well, I don't have to handle it all. Fuse does a heck of a lot for my car, but he also handles his car too. Okay, I've technically done my 2 responses, but I feel like, well, fuck it. I'll just go do a third here real quick. Then I can definitely get exemplatory on that. I can get 100% on that, and then we'll just see what my grade is early next week and move on, you know? My car doctor has shop cats. Ooh, that makes a lot of sense. See, we don't really have a car doctor the same way. Brain is much mechanic. Yeah, I remember the word. You're fine, Owl. That's why you have people to help. Mechanic, yeah. Bye for realsies. Bye, Owl. I'm almost done here, too, so. Then I have to go figure out someone to raid. I don't... This student says that these teenagers should receive education about microaggressions and have systems available to address experiences of discrimination. And I'm sitting here like, I don't think as a student, like as a 15, 16, 14-year-old, I would understand what a microaggression is enough to care when someone told me about microaggressions. So, I wonder. I'm gonna touch on that point to her. I'm literally gonna say to her, because like part of this is to like have the conversations with them, and I think it is clear for me. So I actually say, I wonder about teaching microaggressions. I wonder about the teaching piece. I said, I wonder about the teaching microaggressions, please. I don't know if I was in a place to understand what a microaggression was, and I don't know if the student would be either. If these students would be either. I wonder if there are more creative ways to explain microaggressions that we would need to look into before doing any work with students. Something that they would easily absorb and understand. Because, like, I don't think that it's a bad idea. I think that it's a completely fine idea to be like, oh, I want to teach kids about microaggressions. But the problem is that, like, how are you going to do that? It could be understood at that age. Yeah, I think you can understand it, but I think you just have to do it in a way that's like, you have to get very creative about how you do it, right? And your microaggressions are, I don't know, they're tough things to deal with. So I feel like submitted, not graded. Submitted, not graded. Okay, I have 2 submitted, not graded too, still. And then I have this wellness assignment. Okay, well, that's it for me. So for everybody over on the red side on YouTube, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being here during Empress. Thank you for all of the subscriptions. Remember to subscribe to me, tell all your friends and everybody as we work towards what YouTube partner is going to look like. On the YouTube side, I'll be back tomorrow at 5 o'clock Eastern time, 2 p.m. Pacific time. We're going to be playing a game with my community. So if you want to come hear some fun little voices and hang out with us, please come by. We're also going to be streaming with the incredible Dark Ducky 420 on over on the purple side on Twitch. And we are going to be showcasing Mastery Wisps, which is a very cute little game that is all about, I'm going the big screen. It's a cute little game that is all about being a detective and deceiving your friends, much like Among Us and or Clue, without the constant killing. They'll be killing near the end when you have to figure out who it is. So, bye YouTube!